Hey, I'm Mike, and everyone is obsessed with Moltbot right now, formerly known as Clawdbot, but for obvious trademark sensitivities, it's now Moltbot. It's essentially Claude with hands. It lives on your computer, remembers everything about you, and pretty much can control everything. But if you're like me, you've probably got two problems. One, that's a security nightmare. Giving an AI full control of my computer is just terrifying. And two, it's really complicated. I mean, setting up some of these skills, like reading your email, requires going into Google Cloud Console, setting up API keys, and that's just to check emails and do calendar entries. No thank you. So in this video, I'm going to do a non-technical, lowest barrier to entry setup for Moltbot. Let's dive in. And I'm going to use this free and open source app called UTM to run macOS inside my Mac. It's like Mac Inception, and that's really cool because it means if the AI goes rogue, it'll only mess up and delete files on your virtual computer, not your actual Mac. So those people going out buying Mac Minis or setting up VPS servers in the cloud, you really don't need to do that. Just use UTM. Okay, so I downloaded UTM. It's just a simple case of dragging it to my applications folder and running the app. Okay, and it's a really simple app. I just click create a new virtual machine right here, and then I'm allowed to virtualize or emulate. I suggest virtualizing, especially if you're cloning macOS, and we'll go for the pre-configured macOS 12 Plus. Absolutely perfect. Now I can choose how much memory, how many CPU cores to assign. I'm going to leave everything default as I found those settings work quite well. We'll continue and continue again and continue again and save. And that's all I needed to do. And now look at this. In just a few minutes, macOS will be cloned inside my computer and I'll have a virtual computer to set Moltbot up on. Staying with security for a moment, this dude found out how to hack Clawdbot, or Moltbot as it's known now, with email prompt injection, and it's pretty terrifying. This is exactly why we're setting up a virtual machine to run it on so we can experiment with safety. Now, I don't want to give it all the keys to my kingdom like Gmail, Slack, Notion, everything else. That's really a security risk, and I don't know if I trust Moltbot yet. I can use one secure way called the Model Context Protocol. Think of this as a universal adapter. You log in once, and suddenly thousands of apps become available to Moltbot. So let's set this up in my Zapier account. This works, by the way, on the free Zapier plan, which is awesome, and Zapier has 8,000 plus integrations. That's plenty of hands for Moltbot. So I'll select Other for the MCP client. I can give it a name. We could actually call it multi-server, that'll be fine, and we'll create. Okay, you'll see as I created, I can add a tool. So let's add one tool for Moltbot to have just while I build up some trust, and then we can add some more later. Add tool, we'll go to Gmail, and I'll do something safe like creating drafts with my Gmail account. But look, just as I was showing you that, my virtual machine has been created, so I now just hit the play button inside this UTM app, confirm with OK, and wait for the installation to complete. It should take just a minute or two. I'm sure many of you will be familiar with this screen. I'm literally setting up a Mac inside my Mac here, just as you would. This is cleaner, safer, and infinitely easier to get working. I'll set it up as a new Mac. I can give my Mac a name. Let's call it Multi and give it a nice icon and continue. So here's the prompt for the Apple account, which we'll of course set up later. Yes, we do want to skip that. Dark mode, of course. And here it is, our brand new clean Mac inside a Mac, ready for Moltbot. First, I'll do something that most people do on a new Mac. Download Chrome. This is cool because Moltbot will be able to control my Chrome browser later on, so I'm getting this all set up, ready for Multi. Okie dokes, let's get this up and running. I've gone to the website for Moltbot, and you'll find if I scroll down here, there is just a single command to run. I copy that and I open my Mac terminal. This is, of course, the terminal on my virtual Mac, and I just put sudo before the command to make sure it has privileges to install, type in my super secure password, and Moltbot will do a one-line install. That's right, it's now installing everything for me, so it should be up and running in just a minute or so. All right, look at this. It's very nearly finished up. Now installing Moltbot, it's done all the dependencies because this one-line command installs everything. And look at this, Moltbot has been installed. Now, I do have to agree this is powerful and risky and that I want to continue. Well, thankfully, I'm using an MCP to give my keys and a virtual machine inside my Mac so that it can't touch any of my real computer. I'll click yes. I'll also go for the quick start. And I need to choose an AI provider. This is the AI model that will power my Moltbot. So I'll go for Anthropic. Now this is the only technical bit. I simply need to log into the Claude console with my Claude account. Now that I've done that, I just click into API keys and I'll create a brand new key. I pasted that in and it's asking me to select a model. I'll go for Claude Sonnet 4.5. And now finally for the quick start, we'll just hook up Telegram because it's the easiest one to do so I can actually message my Moltbot from anywhere in the world. And you'll see here it gives me very simple setup instructions. I've just got to open Telegram, chat with the bot father, make a new bot, get the token and paste it in there. This is the last technical thing you'll need to do before your Moltbot will come to life. Okay, I'm inside Telegram and I'm going to start my chat with the bot father. I'm going to do the / command new bot. Call it multi-dude. Okay, botfather gave me a nice token that I can now paste into multi here and hit enter. With that done, we're nearly at the finish line. Let me make this terminal a little bit bigger and the text on screen even bigger because these are the final setup pieces before I can start chatting. So configuring skills, I will say yes, and we'll stick with the default NPM as preferred. Now, it seems overwhelming here. There are so many skills that you can install, but the only thing we're going to need to give 8,000 plus integrations is the MC Porter skill. That is the way we can interface with the Zapier MCP and talk to any application we want to. So I hit space on MC Porter and hit enter. It's installing it for me now. Now it's going to ask me a bunch of other questions. I'll say no to Google Places, no to this one, no to Gemini, no to OpenAI, no to Whisper, no to ElevenLabs. We're just sticking with the Zapier MCP integration. And then finally, enable hooks. We'll say skip for now. And you'll see here it's now installing the gateway service. This is the final part that allows me to start interacting with Multi. Okay, it says it's installed. Yep, it's running in the background on my new virtual Mac. And this is the final thing, the Tamagotchi moment. I can hatch Moltbot. Oh, wow. Blinks awake. I just came online. It's a fresh workspace, no memory yet. This is one of the cool things about Moltbot. It remembers everything about you, who you are and how you work. So who am I and who are you? Right. This is really cool. I'm going to say, you are Papaya and I am Mike. If you like what you see so far, throw a like, subscribe. I do videos like this weekly. And if you want to follow along yourself, I'm going to link up a tutorial down below. Okay, Mike, nice to meet you. So I'm Papaya. You're Mike. Let me figure out the rest. You should be super chill and talk only in lower case, please. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's updated its sole markdown file. Wow. We're connected. Telegram is working perfectly. I can chat from here. Let's try something else. How you doing? Doing good. Woke up 5 minutes ago. Figured out I'm Papaya and you're Mike. We're best friends. Telegram's connected. Pretty productive first day of experience, I'd say so. So now let's do the final piece in the puzzle and see if we can get the Zapier MCP so we can connect to anything with all of my secure keys stored inside Zapier and not stored inside Moltbot. I'll say, can you connect to my Zapier MCP? Now, I'm not telling it how to do it. I'm just seeing if my new Moltbot can do it for me. Okay, it's replied to me. It said it's checking the MCP tools. Nice. MCP server's already set up. This is cool. And it says no servers configured yet. Okay, well, this is great. Let's go back to my configuration in Zapier. And this is where I now click the connect details, generate a token inside Zapier. Then we're going to copy all of this, and then we'll send it off to Multi. Give it a moment, and cool, let me add the Zapier MCP server. It's doing it for me. Now I don't need to be technical because it's figuring it all out. Nice, let me see what tools Zapier has. This is really cool. All of this running on my virtual Mac, by the way, which makes it super safe and secure, and it can actually see that everything is hooked up, and I've added the Gmail create draft. So let's give it a go. So I'll say, yeah, draft email about health benefits of papaya. And we'll see if Multi can do this simple task for me using the Zapier MCP. Now, at this stage, it said, okay, let me draft an email about my namesake. I'm going to actually make this virtual machine big. And the coolest thing now is this is Multi working away for me. But at any time I like, I can swipe and go straight back to my main Mac. This is the Mac I actually work on all the time. Swipe again, and I'm into Multi, and I can see Multi's finished the work. It's draft an email with the subject, discover amazing health benefits of papaya. Let's go ahead and check my email on my real computer over here. And what do you know, Multi has used the Zapier MCP to access the Create Draft feature only of my Gmail account to create this amazing health benefit email about papayas. This really is absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and add a few more hands to my Moltbot and see what I can make it do. Now, in order to do this on my real computer, I'll go back to my Multi server and I'll add some more tools. Let's add in my Notion, and I'm feeling brave, so I'll just select all the tools there and connect them up to Multi. Let's add ElevenLabs and have some fun here. Again, we'll select all the tools for ElevenLabs and connect. And look at that, in just a few easy clicks, I've connected Gmail, Notion, and ElevenLabs to my Moltbot. Let's test it out. So again, swiping across to my Moltbot, and I'll say, make me a Notion page about papayas with nice images from the web, and then a quick 10-second voiceover about papayas using ElevenLabs. Now, notice I'm not telling it how to do that. I'm hoping it'll just know that it has access to these tools now via the Zapier MCP server. Use Zapier MCP, and hopefully now Multi will understand. And the best thing is it will remember that it has access to these tools, so I shouldn't need to tell it again. And it's discovered perfect. You've got both Notion and ElevenLabs hooked up. Let me grab some papaya images with the browser, and look, it's actually opening a browser on my virtual Mac. This is insane. Now, this is crazy because I am not touching the keyboard, but my Moltbot is now searching the internet and finding images here to use on my Notion page. Let me make a voiceover. This is insane. It's just chatting to me, keeping me up to date on everything it's doing. And look at that, with just a minute of work, I messaged a minute ago and now it's already finished. Let's go and check Multi's work. And look at this, a papaya image, a nice Notion page all about papayas. This is absolutely insane. And let's check my ElevenLabs account to listen to the voiceover that was generated.
Papayas. These tropical beauties are loaded with vitamin C, packed with digestive enzymes like papain, and bursting with antioxidants.
And because Multi remembers everything, I'm just going to say, can you make a creepy voice say something for 10 seconds and embed in Notion page you made? Let's see how intelligent Multi is and whether it remembers that it already has access to those tools. Okay, it's typing away. Haha, all right, let's make something spooky. And it says, nice, I got the creepy voice. I picked Hades. Now let me find that papaya page. And it's adding the audio. This is really cool stuff. It's trying to add it. And it tells me it's done. It added a creepy section to the Notion page. So let me swipe back and have a look at my lovely papaya page. Maybe I'll need to refresh it. And then I'm going to scroll down and look at this. Listen to the dark side of papaya.
Its flesh, soft and orange, conceals secrets from ancient times. Those dark, hollow seeds. They remember everything. Once you taste it, there is no escape.
Now, you're probably wondering how much all of that cost me. For the duration of this video, everything I did with Moltbot cost exactly 77 cents. So you can see if you're using this heavily throughout the day, those bills will add up. But if it's changing your life and making things easier for you, it's probably worthwhile. I think you can see where this is going. So not only does Moltbot remember everything you tell it, not only can it have secure access to your apps using the Zapier MCP server, but you can also put it in a sandboxed environment so it can't touch your real computer. I mean, you saw it there just controlling Chrome. It can also access the file system. It's nice and safe using the UTM app. And needless to say, I'll link everything I've used down below so you can follow this guide and try it out for yourself. Let me know how you get on with Moltbot and how you'll be using it in the comments down below. I'm really curious to hear. Will you be using it, and how already is it improving your life? Thank you so much for watching, and YouTube is showing a video on your screen now you should watch next. Thanks.